With the election just around the corner, Kevin Rudd is pulling no punches as far as his opponent Tony Abbott is concerned. The Prime Minister appeared on Tuesday's episode of Today Tonight, facing down suggestions he's in a losing battle.
I'm a fighter, Mark, and I've been a fighter from day one. I intend to prevail in this election.
Instead, Mr. Rudd took the opportunity to refocus on his strengths in foreign diplomacy. Discussing a potential international response in Syria, he questioned Mr. Abbott's ability to handle complex world issues.
Temperament and judgment and experience are quite important.
He doesn't have the temperament to deal with an issue like this.
He doesn't have a background in this field. And sometimes I find in him a bit of an impulsive nature, that is, rushing ahead to judgment. The Tony Abbott that I know, having served 15 years in the Parliament with him, is of a different nature. This stuff is complex. And in diplomacy, words are bullets.
But the former foreign minister made clear his concern is with the Liberal leader rather than the party itself.
I don't challenge Mr. Howard's temperament on those questions. I wouldn't challenge even Malcolm Turnbull's temperament on these sort of questions, because he's got a degree of background in dealing with these complex questions. But I think Mr. Abbott is a little different.
In response, the Abbott press team took to Twitter, suggesting Mr. Rudd is hardly the one to point fingers.
This language.
Tonight, the two leaders will again be making their bid for the country's top job. They'll face off in Sydney for their third round of debates, starting at 6:30.
He just complicates it so much, you know? How can anyone do this?
Labour continues to slide in the polls, and with the Rudd government running out of time, some are suggesting the attacks on Abbott are signs of desperation.
And if you engage me in a conversation about what happens after, which assumes that we might lose this election, you know as well as I do. Our good friends in the Murdoch press would run 15 stories about Rudd contemplating defeat at the election. You know that, I know that, and that's why I'm not playing the game.